Zhongli? Did we take too long? You were just staring up at the statue.
Oh, you're back. Don't worry, I haven't waited long. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but a brief moment.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well, have you brought the perfumes?
3 sets, and not 1 less.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet as a dream, and it's liked by younger ladies. This is the second kind. It's got an elegant smell, and the daughters of high society love it. The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist, and it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is actually an older lady?
Perhaps. Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms. Perhaps that really was one of them.
What a shame. We only got to see the giant dragon form, and... Let's hope the Qixing can catch the real killer.
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
So, we finished another step in our preparations. What's next?
Next, I would like the 2 of you to help me borrow the cleansing bell.
Cleansing bell?
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell. She lives near Yujing Terrace. If you ask her, she will know what to do.
Sure, but aren't you going to come with us?
I have certain reasons why I cannot be there in person. Please, do this for me.
Man, why's he gotta be so secretive this time?
All things must change. Youngster, are you here to admire the flowers? But it's a shame. These glazed lilies have almost all wilted.
What happened to them?
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies can read human hearts. If they heard beautiful sounds like laughter and singing, they would also bloom joyfully. But if they heard too much wild gossip or slander, they would quickly wither away.
So that means these flowers feel what's happening in Liyue?
Yes, the rumors of Rex Lapis's death are no small matter. They are everywhere. Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that the Chising made it all up, and still others think that that which lies in the deep is breaking free. This harbor is like a mountain of dry tinder. Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's grown too old and naggy. Did you have something to say, youngster? Ah, that old trinket. I remember it being here with me, but I've grown old. I can't quite recall where it is exactly. An old friend of mine used to wear it on his person. Back when I was young, he saw me gazing at it often and gave it to me. But he told me then that if someone should come to borrow that bell, I should not be loath to part with it. It has been many years, and who knows how many times someone has come to borrow this bell. Still, though, I can't recall when it started. It's been a long time since anyone has come to borrow it. Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you can wait that long.
What a weird thing to be proud of.
All right, children, there is no need to worry. I didn't place the bell very far away.
Do you live near here, Granny? Whoa, but this is Eugene Terrace. It's gotta be expensive.
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot? My entire household is in here.
How does that work? What? There's no way Paimon would fit in there. And why do you need Paimon to go in anyway? Can't you just lift the lid and look inside?
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere inside this teapot, and you are quite welcome to borrow it, if you can find it.
This Granny's so weird. What does she mean her whole household is in here? Is she playing with us?
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Huh? Where are we? What just happened?
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while. Sorry to trouble you children. Please help an old lady clean up.
Did you notice? The cobwebs were made of elemental energy. How long has it been since Granny last swept this place? teapot and the cleansing bell? Do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus? Paimon's more and more convinced that she's an adeptus. But don't they all live in Childe Karst? Why would she stay in the city?
Eyes on me!
Decided by destiny. Wind, hear me.
How many levels does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now, let me see. How did this opening work again? Oh dear. All right, that'll do. Come on out now, children. Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick. An adeptus. Oh, I haven't heard anyone say those words in earnest for a long time. As to whether I am one or not, child, surely you already understand.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean, but is also kinda confused. Are you really giving us the bell just like that, Granny? Don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened to Rex Lapis and then we come running up asking for it?
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor has been through a great deal in its history. In that time, it has seen the departure of countless adepti. But no matter what, we have always performed the rite of parting first before any other matters. To cry, "Catch the murderer," at the top of one's lungs, but ignore the rite of parting. That, to me, is what is wrong-headed. Now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine has finally decided to take matters into their own hands. So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell? Oh? Well, if it came to that, they would find a certain old lady knocking at their door. We haven't met in a while anyway. It would be nice to share a drink and chat. Well, you must have things to do. Since you have the bell, you should return. Oh, and do tell the person who sent you that if they have time, they can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
We will. Thanks, Granny.
Neighborhood.
Indeed, this is the cleansing bell. It's in good condition. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside. An adeptus.
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry. Oh, yes, that old granny asked us to tell you something. If you have the time, you can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but...
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed very good. There are none better for brewing tea. When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea and pay her a visit.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we need to purchase kites.
Ooh, Paimon loves kites! Are you taking us kite flying? Is this our break time?
No. Kites are children's toys, yes. But they also play various symbolic roles in Liyue's rituals. I will explain it to you. But our next course of action should probably be to purchase the kites first.
Oh, sure. Curiouser and curious.
Sir, you're here. The 7 kites you asked for have been made to order. Would you like to take them now?
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of kite nowadays. In the early days, we used to get orders from people of all walks of life.
Well, this is Mr.Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, so he's probably well-versed in all these walks of life. We've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him. He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government, really well, but he likes talking about less useful topics instead.
Well, that's because I prefer to share fun things with you.
Children's toys are very fun things, that's for sure. I enjoy watching the children at play as much as anyone else, but there is more to it than that. Finely crafted toys are well loved by children, but this craft itself has been honed over thousands of years, and there is meaning behind that. I have made kites in Liyue for 40 years, and I am intimately familiar with the forms passed down from my ancestors. The meaning of these 7 kites is far from banal.
Indeed. These are decorations used in the rite of parting. The 7 kites represent the 7.
I took the liberty of coloring outside the lines when doing the insignia of the Animo Archon. As for the kite that honors the Geo Archon, one must follow the contract given right down to the last letter. These patterns are ancient, and you can also find them in the Golden House.
Ah, Paimon's heard that name before. Huh?
The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the cyclicality and eternity so dear to the Electro Archon. These markings of tree and leaf pay due honor to wisdom and the passage of time. All this on a single kite. Truly astonishing. Justice flows across the surface of the waters. War rages like a flame. As does that which the Cryo Archon once... Yes. These details are masterfully done.
The compliments of a learned man truly are pleasant.
Well then, Granny Shan, I shall take these back with me. As for the payment...
Well, allow me.
Hey, it's Childe!
No, I was merely passing through. I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, when getting others to pay for him, he neither looks at the price tag nor his wallet. He knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. He just doesn't consider poverty to be something that could ever happen to him. Or perhaps you could say that he cannot imagine himself lacking money.
How has he not died of hunger yet?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, since we've purchased our kites without incident, there's no need to take a break before moving to the next step in our preparations. The rite of parting requires helping hands as well as materials. We should be able to find some people near the harbor.
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to let Zhongli do the bargaining, if you know what I mean. Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next time.
Oh, help? Sure. I, Tick, always put in 100% effort into everything I do. Of course, there'll be a premium if you want me to give 110%. So what's the job?
Let me see. We are still missing some wooden implements over at Yujing Terrace. They aren't uncommon objects, so I didn't make any special preparations for them.
No problem. That'll be 20,000 mora for a single trip. How does that sound?
Done.
Oh, you're a straight shooter, huh? We have a deal.
A full day of odd jobs at Yujing Terrace. No problem. 25,000 per day. A fair trade, yes?
Whoa, that's expensive. Could you give us a bit of a discount on account of the whole Hero of Mondstadt thing?
Hero of Mondstadt? Never heard of them.
Well, you may never have heard of this hero, but it seems you've heard of Mora nonetheless. Thus, I will simply pay the whole sum.
Hey, that's a good price. Anyone would work for this much, Mora. Listen, let me tell you.
Hiring help? Sure. But let me just say first that I'm a reserve member of the Adventurers Guild. I take adventuring commissions, but I don't do anything clerical.
Adventure? Venturing into the mountains to capture a few crystal flies seems adventurous enough.
That's not hard. Almost a bit too easy for a reserve adventurer. Never mind. I'll only charge you 15,000 Mora. What say you?
A most fair price.
This is all you've got? Then no can do. Child? No. He's putting up the money? Still, no. Wouldn't that mean that I have to make 2 trips rather than 1? How about this? Let's make a trade. I'll take what you're offering right now and get me a piece of iron ore. I'll take that as payment to go see that child person. What do you think?
Guess we've got no choice.
Have you brought the goods? This is good ore. This'll work. Once I've finished, I will go and claim my payment.
All finished then? Splendid. Any leftover cash is yours to keep. A favor for the Fatui should never go unrewarded.
You think you can buy us off with some loose change? No way! Paimon demands to know when the next payment is coming.
Well, how does this sound? You give me the information I need, and maybe I'll leave the Northland Bank's vaults open and unattended for half an hour.
What info do you need? Huh. Does that mean you know what he's after? Yikes! You're right! Signora!
You both need to calm down. I don't know what's gotten into you. Just what is this about? The atmosphere got so tense all of a sudden.
Next, we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy, the finest pharmacy in all of... Is everything okay?
Everything is fine. I was just informing them that they need not return the surplus Mora. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be going.
Paimon definitely felt like Childe wasn't happy with us just now. The reception is deserted, and it seems kinda spooky in here. Hello? Is anybody there?
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Huh? Did you hear that? Where did it come from?
The reception, it seems.
How about you go check it out, and Paimon will bring up the rear. Oh, there you are. But you can't even reach the counter. Ah, Paimon thinks you might be right. Look at the talisman on her forehead.
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy. I am Chi-Chi. Once upon a time, Chi-Chi died. Then, Chi-Chi was saved by the Adepti. Now, Chi-Chi is a zombie
Something like this would be unimaginable in Mondstadt.
Hello, little girl. Do you sell everlasting incense here?
Excuse me, sir. Did you bring your prescription?
Surely no prescription is needed to purchase everlasting incense. It's not a controlled substance.
Chi-Chi can get your medicine, but only if you show Chi-Chi your prescription. These are Chi-Chi's orders from Chi-Chi.
Zombies are limited to acting within the confines of their orders. And somehow in this case, the zombie issues her own orders to herself. My dear Chi-Chi, we didn't bring a prescription, I'm afraid. But we do hope that you can still help us find some everlasting incense.
Okay then,
How did you manage that?
but Chi-Chi helps you. You help Chi-Chi. Only fair.
Since when do customers need to do favors for customer service staff?
Never mind. Just think of it as a peer-to-peer transaction. That way everybody wins. Sometimes in Liyue, the art of the deal is simply about victory via mental gymnastics.
Go to Mount Tianheng, find the Guizhong Ballista, and hunt a cocoa goat. Please and thank you.
Guizhong Ballista. I have heard of this device before. It's a kind of crossbow turret, installed on Mount Qinheng by an adeptus in the distant past. An early mechanical device. Located in Qianheng Pass, it was designed to automatically fire at large monsters, protecting Liyue from external threats.
Mr. Zhongli really knows Liyue inside out.
Apparently not quite. This is the first I have ever heard of the cocoa goat.
The cocoa goat is a legendary animal, an adeptabeast.
Did you want to add anything else, or...?
No, just that the cocoa goat is a legendary animal, an adeptabeast. What it looks like, don't know. Where to find it, don't know either. Where it came from, also don't know.
Very well then. Let's start by investigating near the Guizhong Ballista. Perhaps we will find some clues.
What the heck is a cocoa goat?